Welcome to the Slightly Serious Sign Podcast, brought to you by Wensco Sign Supply, the #1 podcast in the sign and graphics industry for news, events, new products, and customer success stories. If you want to know what's going on or you want to grow your sign shop, you're in the right place. Here is one, some, or all of your hosts, Mike, Tyler, and Domingo.
Good morning. Welcome to the Slightly Serious Sign Podcast. This is episode 124. If you're watching the video version, these guys are putting their fingers up like I can't remember the 124.
Well, it's been like 5 minutes since we told you last, so we figured you forgot by now.
See the kind of treatment I get around here? This is why, hey, if you're looking for a job, I'm replacing the entire crew. 115 people, I'm replacing every single one. Well,
welcome back to the podcast. We're here in studio again. Which is nice. It's nice that everything's just like perfectly set up. You can just immediately start recording as soon as you sit down. It's been 12 hours since we last recorded.
The most professional crew.
Yeah, we're, I don't know.
Top notch.
We had no problem, right? And then we do a whole bunch of remote episodes, and we got a disaster going on here. So if you saw the end of the last episode and you only got to see the side of Domingo's face, I don't know whose fault that was, but you're welcome. So anyways, we're here, episode 124. We brought on a guest that maybe people aren't expecting for us to bring on because it's more of a competitor in our space than anything. So
essentially, but
yeah. So Dawson, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Dawson with Sunbelt Sign Supply. We are a distributor out of the Carolinas, so North and South Carolina. Been in the industry for about 30 years. So sorry,
you got to be like,
you're gonna get yelled at by Rick the whole time.
I'll do the adjustment at the beginning, and then you'll be good to go for the rest of the time. So
let me know if I need to repeat anything.
Oh, he'll hit you.
No,
he'll hit you if you.
No, you're good. So what's your role at Sunbelt?
Well, my current title is purchasing manager, but I kind of do a little bit of everything. So right now, I'm also trying to manage the website, do a little bit of managing in the office as well, and try and coordinate everything and make sure everything flows accordingly. So, yeah,
it's a lot of hats.
It is a lot of hats.
I know that problem, but
do you? Yeah, it's so how many employees does Sunbelt have?
Between locations, I'd say about 30.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, obviously at that size, there's not a spot for all of those roles, right? You can't hire somebody for all of those. So
exactly, and I'd say a majority of those positions are just drivers. So it's a lot.
Yeah. So what are all the products that you guys carry? If you just want to give like a brief overview on brands and equipment and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So we stock Avery, Arlon, Metamark, General Formulations. Most of your digital brands. Equipment-wise, we stock Muto, Mamaki, and Epson. All the supplies. I have a couple. We have a demo center in Charlotte, so we have a couple pieces of equipment there. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything in between: substrates, channel letter coil. Yeah, ultra board.
So pretty much a lot of array of products.
Yeah, most of the brands we carry.
Yeah, pretty full service then on that side. So equipment, digital, substrates. Obviously, you already said most of those are drivers, so you're making your own deliveries, so that's helpful as well. Mm-hmm. So what is your so for people listening, what does your delivery area cover? How far you go, I guess?
Pretty much anywhere in North and South Carolina, with a few restrictions being the areas that we can cover pretty much every area. There's just some days we may not go as frequently. So like if you're in towards the Raleigh area, that's one of our less frequently visited areas. So we only go there maybe once a week on our delivery routes versus like the Charlotte, Myrtle Beach area, Charleston. We kind of cover all the major cities and everything in between. So,
yeah. What do you, the question I ask, because I feel like we can't ask it on the podcast, is like, what do you think people misunderstand the most about distribution and how it works?
Well, I think a lot of people tend to think like since you're the distributor, you're making all the money, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're a distributor, you're definitely not the one raking in all the capital. So, and also with like Amazon, people expect you to have stuff basically there within the next couple hours now. So it's like, we can only do so much to be able to meet those needs. I'd say we do pretty good considering that we can get most of our customers' orders out to them the next day, with a few exceptions being like certain areas. But, yeah, I mean, I'd say that's really it for me.
Yeah. I think what we've seen too is our customers sometimes assume that like we're priced way too high. Oh, you guys can go way down on that. And you're just like, here's what we can do for you. And then they're like, well, it didn't go down much. Be like, I don't know what you're expecting us to do here. Like this, we were making a joke yesterday. Like, I don't know, like this, it's not Kohl's here, Like it's not, oh, this week, 30% off. Like,
exactly.
Like, I don't,
60% off.
It's hard to explain that to somebody though. Like they're only thinking like, oh, this stuff is getting more and more expensive. So you guys are making more and more money. That's what we hear lately, at least from it's like, oh, you guys just keep raising prices. Be like, well, we haven't actually raised any prices to be honest.
We've tried our best, especially to, once we know something's about to go up in price, try to overstock as much as we can so we can keep people paying what they're currently paying as long as possible. But everything recently has just been all over the place. It's like every time you go to order anything, it's like, well, actually, this is going to be on a quote basis now. This is going to be on a quote basis now. It's like, can only do so much. Like, I don't want to tell my customer that the price went up again, but
I don't mind telling them. Not at all. I don't mind.
There's been a lot of, obviously in the last like 6 months, we've seen a lot of price increases again.
I don't think people understand how much work goes into it. It seems like, simple, raise the price. It's not that simple.
That's what we talk about.
It sucks. For a distributor, it sucks because, you have different pricing tiers. You have all different things you have to do. Like, it's not just simply, here's a price increase, enter a number. It doesn't work that way. No. So, I mean, we almost have a full-time person just handling price increases.
Yeah, for the last few weeks.
Which sucks. Like, that's why we have to pass it on to you, because we got to pay for someone to do it.
No, it's like, I mean, literally with the ones we've seen the last few weeks, there's been one person that has done that for 2 or 3 weeks now, just to make sure that we get it all right. And get it wrong a few times and then get it right again.
We've definitely got it wrong. And then it's hard to, like, we screwed that roll of 3M up. Because mine went up by $90. We're like, that was a mistake. And it really was a mistake, but look how stupid we look, right?
Yeah.
Like, we look stupid because, like, actually it was only supposed to go up, $8, but.
And it's hard to explain it, like, the way it comes in on our end, like, when someone's like, what's, like, we were making this joke when the first round of increases came in, and someone's like,
especially with the tariffs. That's what's hard to explain.
I was like, the price increases are coming, and they're like, how much? And we're like, we don't know. And they're like, so there's a price increase, but you don't know how much? I'd be like, yes. I'd be like, how do you not know? I'd be like, I don't know.
I just check the news. Stuff's changing every day. I don't know what else to tell you.
Like, literally, the first release we got was literally just price increases are coming.
I think the challenge that we always have is that I just got an increase just a while ago that's going to go June 1st, which is already going to be airing.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's 1 week.
Yeah.
All these part numbers have it's manual, like Mike was saying. We have a person that manually has to change everything.
Yeah.
You can't just go import, do it.
Yeah. And then you get, on one end, right, you get customers that are mad that you're increasing prices and they came in such a weird way where, like, we got multiple back to back. We didn't know, we stacked them in the wrong way is basically what happened. Like, so what we thought the increase was not actually what the increase was. And, but then you go on the other side and then you have the vendors reaching out and be like, you guys put the wrong price in. Be like, well, maybe make it a little more clear, like, send me something I can just import in. Like, I don't know what you want me to do here.
Send me a full spreadsheet. Yeah. Like, let's not just do hey, it's just going to be 6%. Like, that's so much extra work on everybody's end.
Yeah. Or even worse, it's like in tiers. It's like, okay, this one's 2.6, this one's 3.5, this one's 3, and you're like,
this
okay,
one's actually
figure it all
15.
out.
It's like, well,
and it's just like categories, and so you're doing all the work on your end to be like, okay, so now I have to go through by category and adjust pricing, and then find out that
recategorize all of their products in your system.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. So I mean, lately for us, for sure, that's been a big one in terms of the time it takes just to deal with that. Obviously, it's inconvenient on you guys to have to pay a higher price for the products, but it's a lot of work that goes into it, and obviously we don't want to raise the prices. It doesn't make our lives any easier. It doesn't make it any easier to sell the product.
They're going to start raising their prices.
Yeah.
So
yeah, which is what we've heard from the customers too, is like, we just need a heads up, right? So that we can know, like, when we're quoting a job, when I'm going to buy it,
right,
what's that price going to be? So trying obviously to keep up on that, but it's been hard to keep up on right now, at least. So.
Yeah, especially with the aluminum. That's been that one's been the real kicker recently.
I had lunch with the aluminum guys just a couple days ago, and they said the price has not stopped increasing or just changing in the last year or so.
I think it's more than that too.
It just moves. It moves every day. Every day they look at it. And that they're not talking just aluminum, they're talking all metals like copper and everything else. It's just metals.
And they're talking raw material coming in, so even crazier. So quiet now.
Sorry, we all just relieved because we have a generator here and it tests every Friday.
You probably didn't hear it at all.
They probably couldn't hear it,
but it was,
it's
vibrating.
Vibrating the floor.
It sits right outside this window and gets tested every Friday, right when we start the podcast, because Tyler's great at scheduling.
No, that's not my fault. I schedule it at the right time.
I want to ask you a question in reference to Sunbelt. Do you guys have technicians that do installs, or how?
So we do have sort of our own technicians that we use. They are basically contracted through us.
Okay.
So we do have a few for all the equipment we sell. We have a guy, his name's Brent. He'll go out and service everybody.
Okay.
And then we also have an equipment sales rep who kind of works with him and can help them set up their equipment once they purchase something. If they're having an issue with a part, anything like that, they all sort of work together to take care of the customer.
Good. Yeah.
What are the changes that you guys have seen in the last 5 years or so? I guess, what are the biggest changes you've seen?
Well, I can really only speak for about the past 2 years. But for me, it's really just been people wanting to, I guess, get things quicker. And like I mentioned before with Amazon, people just expect you to be able to get things to them the next day. And it's like, well, there's only so much you can do. It's like, okay, did you place the order after this point? Did you need something that, like, we're going to have to cut to size and do all this, and there's this extra paperwork and this extra hassle. So I'd say that's really the main thing, is just speed. People have wanted things to move quicker.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, everything, look at what we do now. Everything, even when something comes up, is we got to get it done, right now.
That and automation. Everybody wants things to just be already in place. I don't have to think about it. Just, it should already be dealt with, and it's like, well, you just told me, so I can.
Yeah. I mean, literally, just yesterday, like the situation we're dealing with, right, where it's two customers need something next day. One of them is sign comp, which come in 16-foot bundles that go on the top of the van. And the other one is 6.5 foot wide panels. And for reference, those cannot go on the same vehicle. So the same route, two products.
Well, they can, but you also have, you don't have enough of those. We have one big vehicle at each location for that, but that vehicle's being used too.
Yeah.
Like you're just screwed.
On a truck, yeah. So you're dealing with where it's like both these customers need it tomorrow, and you're having to explain to them, like, we have two things that need to go. One of them can't go. I physically cannot put one of them on the vehicle.
Right. It's like I have this customer that needs a whole pallet. Like, I don't want to tell you no, but they ordered first. That's like the only way I can deal with it.
You go by who orders first or who you like the best, because we go by who we like the best.
Hey, we go by who orders. We go by who orders, but that just depends if the boss goes out there or not. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, we're simply by, if if you don't order a lot from us or you treat us bad, you get put second.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. I mean, if you're working with us and we're working with you, we're going to help you out. We're going to make sure we take care of you. But
yeah, we always refer to that as like when someone calls in here, right, and is all mad, right, and they're swearing at people up in the front, and then they're like, yeah, I need it today. Like, well, I would have personally just started with that, because now I don't want to do that for you, right?
Yeah.
But that's just what it is. Like in this, like, we always joke that like the more like friends you make in this industry, the easier it is for you, right? Like if I have a customer that we've dealt with 100 times, right, that's always been nice, and they call and they're like, dude, I messed up. I need this today. I didn't place the order. Like, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to find a way to get it to you, or at least I'll get it to you, you know, like first thing tomorrow. But
exactly, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I feel like it's.
But if you call mad and you're like, yeah, I need it end of day today, I'll be like,
come get it.
We don't have, there's no tires on our vans. We lost all the tires. There's no gas. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
actually, it's on back order. When's it going to be off back order? I don't know. 2030?
Replacement parts are all on back order, and they had a price increase. So I'm just going to.
Actually, I'm canceling this order. I'm reinstituting a new one in there. Yeah, but it's
a little higher.
Yeah. Yeah, just to deal with this order. But yeah, for sure. That's what we've seen, as well as people thinking they want it next, especially in the bigger cities where Amazon has gone like same day delivery style of work.
Oh,
like,
yeah, where you can pay to priority have it there in 3 hours. Like,
yeah, when it was like 2 days, I mean, for us, it's like, yeah, dude, we can get it to you in 2 days. And they're like, yeah, can I get it today? Like, okay, well, no, that's where the line is.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to deliver?
Yeah.
Because we called you Prime, because that was back when you delivered, Amazon Prime was 2-day delivery. And we called Tyler Prime because even though we had next day delivery, when he delivered, people usually got it in 2 days.
They got something in 1 day. Just was it right? I don't know.
More delivery errors made out of Tyler than all the rest of the drivers combined in 1 year.
Yeah, but no complaints issued. Nope. No, really good at smoothing it over.
I'll get it to you tomorrow.
I got really good at complaint management. That's all I got. It's a special skill.
Throw on that customer service voice. You'll be fine.
We'll get it to you tomorrow. Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, I think we've seen people really looking at getting, like, they're placing an order thinking like, oh, okay, they're just going to bring it out to me right on a van. And like, I wish, like, what we should probably do at some point is post pictures of what the vans look like leaving here, and just have that as a reference point for customers. And they're like, oh, can you get that to me? And be like, this is what the van looks like today.
Yeah.
Where would you put this?
Yeah. There are some services like smaller couriers where you can just have them pick up and deliver stuff for you, but it's it's so expensive. It's like the customer doesn't want to pay that. We don't want to pay that. The cost is about as much as your order was. So it's like, let's.
Yeah. We always talk about that with like next day, right? Where they're like, oh, I need it tomorrow. And then you're like, okay, well, here's what next day shipping is. Be like, oh, that's too expensive.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, how about 2 days?
Okay, so pick one, right? Like, I can get it to you in 3 days for normal price, or I can get it to you tomorrow for a lot of money. You pick which one. Like, I can help you, but I can't do everything there, right? So,
but we love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pay the bills.
Yeah. It's just what you do, right? Like, we're obviously here to help any way that we can.
Keeps it interesting.
But
you have to be aware of the limitations. Again, it goes back
to, if you're using us all the time, we always make it happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you're calling us because you happen to need this and your regular supplier's out, no, not a chance you're going to get it from us.
Well, exactly. And it's like, if you're using us frequently enough, then we're adjusting our routes to make sure we're going to your area every day. So we're going to have you taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, we put a delivery on a route that was completely wrong this week. It was like customer needs it. I'm like, all right, well, this week it goes on locals, and the guy's like, how am I supposed to do this? Be like, I don't know. It's not back there, so somehow they got it there. I don't know why, how, or why. It was 3 hours out of the way on a route that's completely full and has taken 9 hours every day this week to do deliveries on.
I think the funniest part is when our driver goes, "How far is that?"
Yeah. Well, he was saying how far is it from his normal delivery, I think is the question, but saying it did sound like he didn't know where it was. Like, he does know where Ludington is. Yeah, that was not what it was.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, whatever, if we can help, obviously we're willing to help, but I think the biggest misunderstanding that I feel like is like, there's limitations on what is physically capable of being done every day.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people don't think about the process of just getting anything done. I feel like that's kind of where we sort of differ from our competitors is we're not as corporatized, so to speak, where we don't have to follow as intense of a like process to make sure your order gets complete. It's a lot simpler where it's just, okay, the rep took this order, all right, we're getting it out to them the next day. It's not having to go through all right, here's your copy of this for approval, and now I need you to approve this, and then we can get your order moving, and then you can pay for it here. I feel like that's also another sort of issue is people want things fast, but they don't care to learn the process to be able to get their order entered quickly.
Thanks to Geneva Capital for sponsoring the podcast this month. If you are in the market for equipment, well-qualified customers can get $0 down 90 days, no payments. This is through September 30th, 2026, and you can check it out at wensco.com.
I think there's a lot of customers that actually like walk-ins that we get, and I sat there once just looking at the boxes because I wanted to see how many times one of our employees would go up to him and say, "Have you been taken care of?" 3 people did it within, like, coming out of the office, in the office. "Sir, have you been helped?" "Yes, I've been helped. Thank you." Then the next one is like, that's the kind of people that I guess customers see that they care. But when you're on the phone, it's a different kind of touch point, I guess you would say.
Yeah, because you're trying to keep moving when you're on the phone, but you're also trying not to like dismiss anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think the other big misconception of customers with us is, at least to us, we're not chasing every sale. Like, This is what you're going to sell it to me. This is when I'm going to get it. This is that. And they're telling us, and I'm just like, no, we're not. Are you going to walk away from a sale? I'm like, I'm going to walk away from not making money. Yes. Absolutely. And we even had that customer recently swearing at us over the phone. You guys hear about this whole thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was what the guy thought he could just treat anybody how they want to treat him. And I basically told him he can't call us anymore. If he wants to order, he can call me, but you might want to start by being very nice as soon as I answer the phone. Yeah.
It was the same thing we said earlier. Like, it's a lot easier to help somebody if you feel like you want to help them, right? We're starting from a point where like, I don't want to help you, and now you're mad at me, and now I definitely don't want to help you. So, I think that's a big one.
I've seen it at the airport too, because, one, I don't get mad when, like, okay, flight happens, flight changes, like, but you see all these people mad, and then they see one guy that's just completely like, hey, you always solve problems. Help me solve this problem. And they're like, all of a sudden I get a flight out and all the other people in front of me didn't.
Yeah.
They were like mad. Like, they're like, as soon as they come up and they're swearing at the lady, that's not her problem that the flight got delayed or whatever. She's like, pass. I'm like, hey, can you solve my problem? This is where I got to be. This is when I need to be there. Can you help me? Yep. How did he get a flight? Well, maybe because he was nice.
Yeah. I think, on that front though, I think oftentimes the customer, like, and I'm not going to say that we never do anything wrong here, but I think oftentimes they just assume that it's like our fault that they can't get something. And oftentimes you're like, look, I'm willing to help you, but what I can tell you is like, there's no possible way to get you the product that you're looking for in the timeline you're looking for. So let's work on something here, right? Let's look at alternative product. But oftentimes they're thinking like, oh, you didn't order it. Oh, you stocked it poorly. And it's like, sometimes
that's just how it works.
Sometimes it's been on order for 6 weeks and you called and you're like, I need it tomorrow. And you'd be like, yeah, me too. If you get
it's like, we just happened to sell the last of it, and it's like, we just sold the last of it. I can't.
The other side of that is, how come we don't have that in stock? So when's the last time you bought it? Well, I've never bought it. That's probably why we don't have it in stock.
Yeah.
They don't think about that. They just want it now.
Like, if you've bought it before, we have a free freight policy. Like, if they've bought it before and it's normally stocked item, that means it sells 3 times in any given month. It's a stockable item. Then we'll ship it for free. But if you've never bought it before, you don't get free shipping.
Yeah.
And if it's not a normally stocked item, like, that means you haven't bought it every 3 times in a month.
Yeah.
And you don't get free shipping, but
we'll get it to you.
We'll get it to you. That's what I
always tell people. Like, we can, like, if you really need something, we can get it to you. Like, that's kind of what we do. So like, if you need it, let me get it to you. But you got to work with me, right? I can't be like, oh, I need it today. Be like, well, me too. So
like, can't have it teleport into my warehouse magically. I wish, but
Yeah.
You have to tell them, we don't make it, right? We're a distributor. We buy it, we sell it to you. Like, we can't go back in the back and just make it.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not even like a one that you could just ship in. Like I had someone that needed, like, a customer here needed three sheets.
You can't swear on this
Three.
podcast,
What?
dude.
Three
Whoa,
sheets.
they're
I know it's sitting in front of you.
Three sitting right in front of
sheets
you.
shipped to Texas. And they're like, yeah, can I, and you give them freight. They're like, wow, that's expensive. And be like, well, how am I supposed to get them there? What do you mean? Am I supposed to drive them there for you? Like, I don't understand.
we deal with that constantly. Somebody calls in, hey, we saw this on the website. Can I get 5 sheets of this freighted to Missouri? It's like,
If it's St.
We
Louis, I ship
can.
that sucker in for free. Every time.
it's like we can, but when I bring you this freight quote, you're
Yeah.
gonna say no. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Yeah. I mean, we just had this conversation where a customer wanted aluminum blanks. I think it was to Florida, I think is where it was. And what I was explaining was like, I'm going to give you a freight quote because one, like, I'm not going to put this on UPS. It's going to get destroyed. I said, but let me tell you that, like, when I give you a freight quote, that price is good for like another $10,000. Like literally the price between me shipping you one little pallet or one little box of aluminum blanks is the same as if I sent you 5 sheets and 5 boxes of aluminum blanks. Like, so if you're like, oh, that's expensive, be like, well, add some stuff on. Like, we can make this work for both of us. But, but sometimes that
just has to be planned out. Yeah.
And the shipping and freight, I mean, especially right now with the way the gas price has just been, is crazy.
It's
I mean, we
up and
shipped a
down.
skid that was twice the price it was like 3 weeks prior. It's like, okay, how does
Still,
that?
I mean, when gas goes to $6.15 or diesel goes to $6.15, the truck drivers aren't making any money either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. You're hoping to just get lucky that someone hasn't adjusted. You know, you're dealing with some company you've never heard of before only because they haven't adjusted their prices yet. You're like, yeah, ship that across the country
they
for
have to.
$300.
Yeah, please.
Well, that and some, I mean, we found out here shipping out of Grand Rapids is way cheaper than shipping out of most major cities because
Yeah.
we import, Grand Rapids imports more than they export.
Right.
So there's always empty trucks here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah. Coming
So like,
in versus going out.
coming in. So like when you need a full truck shipment, I mean, our full truck shipments to other branches are very cheap coming out of Grand Rapids just because we import more than we export.
Yeah. Not a
Rapids
big
does.
manufacturing city. So that helps. So,
Yeah, that's definitely a plus.
so you brought this up earlier talking about, you feel like with a smaller company, obviously it's a lot easier to be closer to what's happening with the customers. What other ways do you guys feel like you're able to compete with companies that are, you know, I mean, 10, 50, 100 times the size that even we are here?
Well, I mean, for the most part, since we aren't on that scale, we're able to deal with customers personally. So when somebody's calling in, we're able to price them out accordingly, help them out. And for the most part, we don't usually have to quote them. Our price is already beating what they're trying to compete with. So I'd say, yeah, and that and just knowing our customers, because a lot of them we have our reps visiting consistently. They're, you know, going, hanging out with them, seeing what they're using, seeing what they're going to be needing in the future, and just consistently sort of reporting back with us so we know sort of where we're at with each customer. And I think being able to call in and quickly talk to somebody that can help you figure out what you may need for your job instead of what you were just looking for, I think is definitely a huge plus, at least for us. Yeah.
I can remember when I started here, we only had here, Detroit, and Iowa. And Iowa obviously wasn't a very big location, so we were pretty small. I mean, we might have had 30 people when I first started.
Yeah. Between the three.
Between the three. Maybe a little more than that, but not much more than that. So it was, and it was easy here. Like, you didn't have to worry about all the locations. I knew every customer we had.
Yeah. I mean, even so, I think that's a good point is just like you're really able to take care of the customer because you also just know what's going on like at your own facility, right? Like if you're calling some of these other companies and they'll be like, oh yeah, we have it, we'll get it to you. And then I see on Facebook, like, yeah, I ordered it. a week and a half ago and it hasn't shipped. And it's because they don't actually know, right? They're looking at a computer and being like, it says you have it.
Yeah.
I have no clue though.
And then it's just getting pushed to another person, and then
Yeah.
they're checking, and then it gets pushed to another person to deliver, and it's like it's a whole thing.
So I think that's a benefit. But the other one is like having the size that you can do what they need, right? In terms of when they call. And like sometimes, I mean, like we're dealing with a customer where it's like what they're asking for and the price they want to be at like doesn't make sense. But you're like, okay, well, we can figure out a way that this works, but like you're going to have to work with me as much as I'm going to have to work with you.
Exactly.
And I don't think you can get that at any of the larger companies at least. So
yeah, because I feel like a lot of those larger companies, they have just a set formula that they have to use. So it's like, okay, this is the price. It's not really up to me to change it. This is just what I'm told I can give it to you at. So, and especially for us too, like anybody can just go to our boss and say, hey, this customer's been with us for this many years and they supported us for this many years. Can I give them this at this price? Whatever. Usually we can. So that definitely is a big help. At least competition wise.
yeah. Do you think most of the customers you deal with, do you feel like they're more looking for somebody who actually wants to take care of them versus just somebody that wants to take an order?
Yeah, I feel like we kind of have a good balance of customers like that, where once we get to the level where we can take care of them and tell them what they need, we can do that. But then they just start calling in and placing orders just quick because we know what they want. It's usually the same stuff. They're like, okay, hey, I need to order this, Arlon roll again. And they have, for the most part, very similar orders and things that they order on a consistent basis. So we know to keep it in stock for them. Yeah.
Do you get a lot of customers that come up to you? Do you do any shows?
We don't exhibit at any shows, but we do attend ISA and just sort of walk the show, kind of see.
Because the question that I was going to bring up is that the equipment side, do you see new customers or do you see existing customers that you have buying new equipment?
I'd say it's a good mix, but usually it's existing customers where they're like, okay, I've had this equipment that I bought from somebody else, so now I'm needing to upgrade to the newer version. Or a lot of the times too, we'll see, hey, I got this from this company and now I'm having issues with it, and now they're not having anybody come out to service it and help me out. So that's where we can come in and say, hey, we got all the supplies for you. We have somebody that's going to come help you out, as long as it's Mamaki, Muto, or Epson.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I think I always talk about the best testimonial is a customer that buys a second piece of equipment from you. Because if they bought a first one and the experience went well enough that they're willing to come back and buy a second one, you must have done a good enough job on the first one. And what I feel like when you ask, like, did they buy a first piece of equipment or more likely the second one? I think a lot of the new equipment that we sell here to customers that we didn't deal with before, it is their second piece of equipment, meaning they dealt with somebody else the first time and then they're like, okay, the second time, I'm not going to do that. Or maybe it's the other way where they bought it from us. Then when they went to buy the second one, they went pricing. And then when they came back later for a third one, they're like, yeah, that was a mistake. I'm not doing that again.
Which I don't understand why some of those dealers, Mamaki, Muto, Roland, Epson, HP even, like they have the data, right? Because you register your machine. You know what dealers aren't getting the second deal.
Yeah.
Why are they still your dealers?
That's true.
Like, I mean, I would say if they're not getting a certain percentage of the second deals, somebody else is. When they can see, hey, they bought it from this company, then they bought it from Wensco, and it's a consistent number. Okay, get rid of the first one.
Yeah.
You don't need them. They're going to find us. So, and they have that data, and some use it, and some should use it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially if it's making the print company look bad when they're not being serviced, and then now it looks like it's Mamaki or Muto's fault, and it's like, well, technically who sold it to you said they were going to help you out, but
So we talked about this earlier where I said sometimes they think it's our fault and it's not our fault. Sometimes they think it's the vendor's fault when they're dealing with another distributor when it's actually the distributor's fault.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is the distributor saying like, oh yeah, they said they can't come out for 4 weeks. It's their own tech, right? They're telling you
exactly.
Like, they're saying like, oh, this vendor can't come out to service your equipment. It's their guys. Like they're just saying like, oh no, it's not us. It's they can't
basically
do it.
We have a queue we have to get to first. So,
and then the guy shows up wearing not the print company's name on his shirt, and you go, wait, hold on a second. They told me, but well, like that's what's happening. Like we're dealing with like a one where it was like, oh yeah, like we dealt with a situation where a customer called because they're like, yeah, I'm trying to buy this product, and the other vendor said it's not available. So I'm just calling around to see if you guys have any left. Like he thought it was a discontinued product, and we're like, I'm pretty sure it's in stock. And I said, 1, I have it, so I can get you one. But 2, I'm just gonna double check real quick. I didn't miss something here. And they're like, no, we got like 100 on the shelf. Be like, I don't know what your other guy's telling you, but I'm telling you, like, we can get it just fine, right? And that's stuff we're dealing with, where it's like, and like you can be as honest as you want, but if like what they're not saying is the truth on the other end, you'll be like, you'll just lose a deal based on something that's not even remotely true.
Misinformation over here. It's like, well, I don't know. Can't really do anything else at that point.
So you have one equipment sales manager, correct? And then one guy doing service. Is that what you said earlier?
I think we have, I don't deal as much with the equipment, but I think we have 2 technicians that are servicing. But our equipment sales rep, we brought on within the last year, and he's done really well. I feel like actually, because he's worked with a lot of those print companies in the past, so he's just kind of an expert on a lot of them. So that's been a big help.
Is it an old Advantage guy?
Probably.
We do have...
No, because he just said he was good. Did you not hear him? Did you listening?
He must have came from Gerber.
Yeah.
Oh, that could happen too.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's for most of them. There's only those 2 options really out there right now. So the other question I had is, because we talked about this on Wednesday a little, is what are the services that you guys are offering that your competitors currently aren't offering, whether it's delivery or cut or all that kind of stuff?
As I've mentioned earlier, is delivery. Having our own delivery routes is a huge help, but we also have a CNC router and a couple different cutting equipment. So we offer cut services for almost every substrate that we sell. And if we can't cut it, we are able to get it cut off like locally. So I think that definitely helps us stand out because it shortens the time the customer's having to wait to finish their job so they can keep moving and we can keep moving. I will say that it does get a little frustrating dealing with the cut files and whatnot, but I think we're starting to get it sort of streamlined.
That's an East Coast thing.
Yeah.
You don't see Midwest distributors doing that.
No.
It's an East Coast thing.
No, the other one north of them, same thing.
Harbor Sales does that.
Yeah. So that's interesting. If you're interested in attending the best and most comprehensive show in the print industry, we're going to be at Printing United September 23rd through the 25th of 2026. We'll be live doing episodes on the show in the booth. You can check us out at booth C3461. If you want a free pass, you can use code 192171. Go to printingunited.com and you can check it out there. In 2026, G2G and Wensco will launch 2 new products into the market. The one is the United Stick, which is a high efficiency, affordable, and reliable product for your sign and lighting projects. The second is LumaLink, which has a power pin design that's made to be cut and done anywhere in the field or in your shop. This is for small channel letters or any large projects. Check them out at Wensco.com. This episode is brought to you by Arlon Graphics, trusted for innovative high-performance cast vinyls. Check out their newest product, DPF V9500, a non-PVC polyurethane wall film built to tackle ultra-textured surfaces like a pro. More exciting new products to come soon from Arlon. Check them all out at Wensco.com. How many SKUs do you guys currently have? Do you know? I think we talked about this on Wednesday,
I think it's like 4,000. And then we also deal with a lot of like special order stuff. So that's, just stuff, we're working with this manufacturer already, but we don't stock it on our shelf. So we can still get it to you, but we're not keeping it on our shelf at the moment. So
speaking of like people expecting us to have it, do you guys know how many SKUs we sold in the last 12 months? Do you know what the number is?
18,000.
That's way high, but
No.
I was
It seems like
on Wednesday.
how many different SKUs?
yeah,
That we sold?
that we've sold, not that we have, that we've sold.
7,500.
I'm going to say
Oh, that's
9,500.
really close. Wow, that 7,500 is really close. It was 8,100 SKUs that we sold in the last 12 months.
Different SKUs.
Yes. So when you talk about, oh, why don't you have this in stock? That could be like number 4,000 on the list, right?
Yeah.
Which as crazy as that sounds, is still a stockable SKU. Like that's how far down the list goes that is in stock. Like when you walk through our warehouse and it looks like it's like, oh yeah, okay, Metamark, Avery, Arlon, General Form, 3M. Okay, yeah, pretty much got it. There's all the substrates, and then you're like, yeah, there's 5,200 SKUs in here. You go, oh, okay. It puts it a little in perspective.
There's a lot. I mean, yeah, it's.
So that's like when I was like literally was looking at it yesterday. That's why I had the number on my head. Is like, how hard is it to stock that many SKUs? It's like, it's not an easy game that we're playing here.
Yeah, it's a constant like balance of, okay, all right, I just sold that so I can bring some more in, and then okay, this one I got to have on the way because by the time it gets here, this will all be gone. So you have to.
Yeah.
Well, we just bumped ours. I don't want to share all my secrets, but like, we're growing at a rate that's faster than the computer system
can keep up
because it does a 3-month average. It tells you about what you're going to sell. And if you're growing a certain percentage month over month over month, the computer system doesn't recognize it. So we put the percentage basically that we know we're going to grow in safety stock on all at least A items, and we're probably going to do B items.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't keep them in stock because the computer system wasn't keeping up with our growth.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's, we talked about this, like 4 episodes ago with the clip where I said, yeah, all we're trying to do is just suck less than the next guy. And it's still working. You know, I don't know when that clip was, we actually said it on camera because it was here in studio. So it had to been from the time you're hearing this, it's been like 3 months probably since we said that quote, but, it's apparently a pretty effective growth strategy.
Yeah, I think we actually said that way in the beginning. If you look back, like the first 10 episodes, we said, what are we doing different? Like, we just don't suck like everybody else. Like, I mean, if you get into our business now and if you don't do, hey, order today, get tomorrow, or something very close to that on our trucks, then you're stupid because everybody that didn't do that is gone.
Yeah.
With the exception of
leaving.
With the exception of Fellers. And we don't know what's happening with Fellers.
That's up in the air too. So,
but even that, like, okay, we can talk about Fellers for 2 seconds. What got them here? What got Fellers to Fellers? Marketing, guy with a cowboy hat, and their catalog. Where it's gone.
Yeah.
Catalog, guy with the hat.
Yep.
He's still putting out great videos, by the way, if you haven't seen him.
He does put out great videos.
Well, you can look him up, Frank Fellers, on Instagram and YouTube. Just look him up. He's been putting out great videos. Yeah. His last video did like 250,000 views. It's too out of control.
I haven't seen it.
He's a marketing genius. He's an absolute marketing genius.
He has a sick car collection too.
Yeah, it helps.
He's out of control.
Yeah. Yeah.
All 4 GTs, just a bunch of them. It's like, yeah, that's what I have. It's like, geez, that's crazy. So, I only had a couple questions to wrap up here because you got to be out of here in like
I got a meeting in a couple minutes.
How do you guys determine how to bring on a new product? What is that vetting process look like?
Are you asking Domingo?
No.
Hey, I just put new products up.
Yeah, we know. I saw the report this morning.
I'd say mainly what's been a big help for us determining is attending like ISA and stuff and just kind of seeing where everybody else in the market's at, what's new, what's being used. But also is once we have enough customers asking, we'll bring it in. I mean, because like I said before, we do a lot of special order stuff. So if we see a customer's been ordering this consistently enough, we're like, all right, well, we'll just go ahead and make it a SKU.
Yeah.
Yeah, our process is so a sales rep will ask for something, right? They ask for, hey, I want this product. We'll make a fake minimum that lasts 3 months. And if it doesn't sell in that 3 months, that fake minimum goes away. It goes to non-stockable.
Right.
If they order it, the computer system already grabs, hey, you're ordering this, and it marks it stockable. The computer system grabs it. So we put a fake minimum for 3 months, but we also bring stuff in like, hey, we got this great opportunity. And 5 months later, that skid is still sitting there.
Yeah.
Jakob.
If you would like some 50 by 100,
Jakob.
if you'd like some 50 by 100 Coro, we got that for you.
50 by 100 opaque coral,
Opaque coral.
5 by 10s. If you're in the Cleveland
Not 5 by
area,
10s.
Jakob would love to. 50 by 100 opaque coral. Jakob in Cleveland would love to sell it to you because if not, I'm taking it out of his check.
He said
I think we got
he will
some 50
personally
by
deliver it.
98. So if
Yeah, the 2 inches makes a difference. Yeah, so I don't know. We brought it in for something, obviously. So the last question I had, and then you can kind of plug his away, is anything you want to add. But if someone is in the Carolinas, they haven't heard of you guys before, what would you tell them to try and give Sun Supply a chance?
I'd say if you're looking for anything sign supply wise, give us a call. If you want somebody with a little soul, actual human interaction, give us a call.
That's good. Is there anything else you want to add? Where can they find you? How do they get a hold of you?
Sunbeltsign.net is our website. I don't have the phone numbers off the top of my head, but
We can add them, right? They're right here.
yeah,
Right here.
they're
There you
on
go. Put it on
screen
Domingo.
somewhere.
Right here. No, just hold it.
Right
There you
here.
go.
Rick can add an AI voiceover in here, just like a
You know,
robot.
every time we do that, Rick busts up laughing.
And we did it all the way at the end, too. He's going to get all the way to the end of the video and go, oh, shoot, they made me add phone numbers at the end. That's true. At least it's at the
That's
end.
true.
So anything else you want to add that we didn't cover? Anything we missed that you want people to know about?
No, I think that's it. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for
Appreciate
Of
it.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, get a little insight into how distribution works and all that goes into it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. So goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.